it's recording. Yeah, not gonna put that one in there. It's time for Animaniacs. No, just kidding. It's time for Jaded Quinn. Yay! Omelette du fromage. Omelette du fromage. That means cheese omelet in French. Yeah, you can learn stuff on my channel, guys. Yay! Oh, ha, ha, ha. Hi guys, it's me. How are y'all today? I'm doing good. It is a nice sunny day. It's wonderful outside. It's hot and humid still, but it's a beautiful day outside. It's been nothing but rain. I think I've told you all that. Yeah, it's just been kaboom every single day and every single night. But now it's all nice and sunny. But anyway, okay, so I posted on YouTube and my DeviantArt and Facebook that I was doing a Q&A. And here it is. Ah. All right. I guess I'll just go ahead and get started with the questions. The first question is the one that I've been asked the most, so I'm going to answer that one first. And it is, are you single? Yes, I am single. Number 2, what do you look for in a man? Let's see. Well, I like men that are very protective, like protective of their family, protective of their women, just protective. And you know, I like, when I'm with a man, I like to feel safe, because I have a lot of anxiety. I have huge anxiety and panic attack problems, excuse me. So I look for a man that can protect me, that's you know, comforting, and that's understanding, somebody that can be understanding with my problems, and there's somebody that's kind, you know, and somebody that is funny, because I love to laugh, and that is like one of the number one things I look for in a man is humor, because I love to laugh and I love to have fun. Okay, number 3, what was the most difficult character to cosplay? Well, I've only done Harley Quinn, so I guess the most difficult Harley Quinn costume that was to be done was the Suicide Squad Harley. That one was harder because all the pieces are like online. Like, you can't make your own stuff. Like with my cosplays, I usually just make my own stuff, but you can't make the stuff that comes with the Suicide Squad Harley Quinn. Like the ear nubs you can make, the gloves I made the shirt, I made the ear cuff, like all the stuff that I had before I upgraded this Harley Quinn cosplay. I made most of it myself. Okay, what characters are you planning and which are you drawn to? Well, Gwenum, like you all know, I'll be doing Gwenum. That's what I'm planning. I'm planning Lucy from Elfin Lot. And that's all I've got for right now. I try to do it just, you know, one at a time. Sometimes I'll get another idea and start working on that one instead, but I usually try to stick to one, and my next one will be Lucy. And I'm drawn to these characters because they have their own problems, you know, and they're not judged for it, and they're not, well, Harley Quinn is, I guess, judged and looked at as a bad guy by Batman and whatnot, but she's actually a good character. She's a good person. She's just in love. She's madly in love with the Joker, and she wants to be a happy family with him. It's just not working, and I'm drawn to this because a lot of the characters, especially Harley Quinn, I actually deal with some of the same things in my own life. I'm drawn to Harley Quinn a lot because I feel like she is like a cartoon version of me. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, a lot of the things that she went through, I went through as well. And a lot of the problems that she has, I have as well. Like, I'm a little bit I'm a little bit gullible when it comes to people. I tend to look at the good and give people the benefit of the doubt. But I'm really good at like characterizing. Like I can characterize somebody and I can tell what type of person you are. But I'm also, at the same time, I like to see the good in them. So I'm a little bit gullible, and I believe people sometimes are my friends that really aren't. But I can read your character and I can pretty much tell right off the bat if you're a good person, a bad person, any of that. I can tell like right off the bat. What is your process when starting from the beginning with a new cosplay? My process. Well, first, the overall look. Which look I'm going for, because you know, most characters have different looks, most of them. So I try to go with the look that I like the best and the storyline around it that I like the best. And I like to get an idea of how they think. I like to personify them. Like, I don't just put the costume on and just go to a con. I like to personify that character and bring that character to life. So that's one of the things that I do when I'm planning a character is I make sure, you know, I can pull it off. For one thing, I tend to go for like characters, well, all sorts. I don't know, guys. Okay, helpful hints on sewing, costume design, or any other aspects of cosplay when you're doing creations. Okay, helpful hints on sewing. Okay, I got my first sewing machine about 2 years ago. No, it was longer than that because it was before Suicide Squad. I had ordered from China the Arkham Knight Harley Quinn from the video game, that costume with the skirt and the leggings and whatnot. I ordered that from China and I got it in the mail, and it was completely wrong. All of it was wrong. Like it's supposed to be like a corset, and it was like this big thing, and I'm like, I'm not that big, guys. And I gave them my measurements, so I went and bought a sewing machine and I tried to fix it the best that I can. Tips when sewing, I would say go to classes. I did not. I just kind of learned on my own and just did my own thing with it, and it turned out all right. But I suggest y'all don't do that. I suggest go take some classes. Like in America, I'm not sure about overseas, but in America we have like, I think Joann's has classes. Joann's, the fabric store, the, you know, craft store. I think Michael's also does sewing classes and all of that. I think they do that. So that would be my advice for you, is to go to classes. Okay, what am I listening to? I am listening to myself talk. I am listening to me talk to you, listening to me talk to you, listening to me talk to you. That's what I'm listening to. All right. Favorite movies. Okay, number 1, The Lion King. I was obsessed with this movie when I was a child. I think it came out in '94, and my dad took me to the movie theaters to see it, and we went back and back and back and back because we both would just love this movie. Like, The Lion King is an amazing movie. Like, it still brings me to tears. It's hard to watch now because my dad passed away, and that was our movie. That was our thing, was The Lion King. Like, I had posters and all of it when I was a kid. The Dark Knight. Well, yeah, the Batman trilogy that Chris Nolan directed. The Batman trilogy, I really liked number 1, The Batman. I really liked that one. Suicide Squad is another favorite of mine. Ooh, I, Tonya is a good movie. I really like that one. I have others. I'll get back to you on that because I can't think off the top of my head all the movies that I like. My favorite anime. Oh, okay. When I was like 12 or 13, I discovered, well, I knew about Adult Swim, but I actually watched it one night and I discovered this anime called Wolf's Rain. Guys, I absolutely love that anime. Wolf's Rain is my heart. Like, I don't like the ending. I don't like how it ended. Like, those who have seen it will know what I mean. But it is such just a beautifully done movie. It's It's a beautifully done anime. The animation is beautiful. The storyline is great. All of it, it's just wonderful. Naruto, Sailor Moon, Dead Man Wonderland, Elfenlied, Death Note, and tons of others. Mangas that I liked, Peach Girl. I read that when I was like a kid. I used to go up to the library and just sit there and read all the mangas that were there. And they even had like manga magazines, and it was like magazines with different types of manga in it, I guess, to get you to be interested in that manga and then try it out yourself. Okay, let's see. Scene from anime cartoon movie that left a big impression, and what was it? Let's see. A scene that left a really big impression on me was in Sailor Moon. The sub, not the dub, sub, the actual Japanese speaking Sailor Moon. There's a part where Sailor Saturn, who is the basically the guardian of death, and you know, Sailor Moon is the guardian of rebirth, and Sailor Saturn is the guardian of death. Once she swings her scythe, that's the end of the world. Well, she came back, like a bunch of stuff happened, and Sailor Moon jumped into, like, it was like this big battle between, I think it was, I don't remember exactly what her name was, but the one with the black hair and the balls, and Sailor Saturn jumped in to fight Chaos, basically, is what the name of the whole negativity in the movie, like all of it, all the bad guys stem from Chaos. So she's fighting them, and Sailor Moon is begging, no, because she knows that Sailor Saturn is going to die when she goes in there, and she's screaming, and just the way they animated it, and the way the voice actresses just portrayed that emotion was just so surreal. Like, it hit me hard. And then Sailor Moon jumped in, and boom, there was a big explosion. They thought everybody had died, and then all you see is Sailor Moon just staring, and like the way they animated her eyes, she was just like lost, like there was nothing, like she's just seeing her whole life spread across in front of her eyes. Like, she came out and she's holding baby Saturn, and it's playing the music. If I can find a clip of the music, I'll put it on there for you, and it impacted me big. Like, I feel like this is making no sense to you guys. I'm just gonna move on to the next question, because I feel like this question made absolutely no sense. But yeah, Sailor Moon, yay! Hi guys, I'm sorry, I gotta end it right here. The video is just running a little bit too long, so I'm going to make a part 2 and a part 3 and maybe even a part 4. I just want to make sure that I answer all your questions, and I want to say thank you very much for asking me the questions. Thank you for watching my videos, and I love you all so much. Mwah. Bye guys.